Hey there YouTube, welcome back to another Black Powder update. I'm actually going to do, I've got something to show you, but it's only really quite small. It's just I finished my Brigade Commander for my Imperial Guard Division, and because it's literally just one model, I thought, well, I'd originally planned a troop review video with some the front rank household cavalry and also some more Marines from Perry's. So I thought, even though I'd already previously recorded it, I thought I wasn't particularly happy with it. So I thought, well, I'm going to redo it again anyway. So seeing I've got such a small, this would have been like maybe a 5 or possibly 10-minute video tops. I'll chuck them both together and do 2 jobs at once. So we'll go down to the work desk and we'll start off with the figure, and then we'll do the troop review. So, catch you in a second. Okay, welcome to the workbench. And so before you, we have the Brigade Commander for the Grenadiers Rapide Division. Now he basically, with me completing him, means that I'm literally just waiting for my gun crew now, or my 2 guns from Milan Games to come, so that I can actually finish this division off. Still haven't heard anything, getting a little bit annoyed now. I mean, we're talking about something from Warlord Games here. I can't see how it can be that difficult to get hold of something. Certainly not sort of coming up to probably three weeks or more now. But anyway, this is let's give you the information on this guy. I had to stick a sticker on this one because for some reason my pen wouldn't write on the bottom of the stand. So as you can see, we have this is General of the Division Comte Louis Friant, and Grenadiers Rapide Division, of course. And let's give you a close look at him. Now I decided to use, because he's a brigade commander, or a division commander in this case, I use I think it's a 60mm circular base for these guys, so it's not quite as big as some people would use. Now I have actually got a lot bigger circular bases in. I thought I'd probably use these for like corps, or in the British, you know, the equivalent of, I suppose it would be a division in the British, but a corps in French. So when I start my next project, when I go back to 3rd Corps, I'll also do the same to the British divisional commander of my 3rd British Division, and transfer them to these slightly bigger bases. I think these are 100, 100 round, and these are obviously 60, so that looks about right. So that'll be for the top-notch commanders, like for instance Van Damme, who I've actually already eyed up a miniature. I'm going to replace the one that I've got him as at the moment. So going back to these guys, so the sort of scene is that we've got Friant being handed an order by an officer of the Middle Guard, and there's basically an Imperial Guard drummer just standing to attention. It was a good chance to use one of these elite miniatures Middle Guard officers, which I really didn't like because they kind of look like they're singing, but in this case it looks like he's handing up an order, and Friant just looking down at him saying, you know, what the hell are you doing? But I think it turned out okay in the end. I used some milliput to build up the side of the stand to make some elevated ground. I chucked in a bit of slate rock there to sort of raise the ground a little bit more. We've got all sorts of rocks and tufts, and we've got some of the Vallejo mud basing texture on the road, and of course sort of a big clump of vegetation around that rock, along with some sort of brush tufts as well. I really do like these actually, these sort of brush tufts. I think they're quite cool. But yeah, so that is my divisional commander, and very posh he looks too. I'm quite happy with him, and I think he'll do a good job taking command of his division. So that is Friant done, and like I say, that is the second. Literally just waiting for my cannons now, so I can turn those guys in and complete that part of the project. Next up, we'll go for a little bit of some troop reviewing. So this is stuff I had in probably a couple of weeks now. I probably have mentioned odds and sods as I've been going along. But like I say, I actually did a troop review the day that I received my Marines. I think I actually had the household cavalry maybe 3 or 4 days before that even. But this is basically what I had in my front rank order. So I ordered a couple of like command figures from them, higher command figures, and I thought these guys would be great for being cavalry commanders basically. So we've got a British and a French higher ranked sort of generals, or I suppose it would be sort of brigade commanders or regimental commanders. For the I thought one could be for the French. This guy would be great for my is it 11th? Just double check. I always keep forgetting. Yep, 11th Cavalry Division. So I thought this guy would be great for him. And this guy, the British one, would be great for leading my my household cavalry. So yeah, I think that's quite a cool looking figure. Or alternatively, the light dragoon division. So yeah, 2 really quite cool looking command figures there. Of course, you had to get separate horses from front rank, and you can actually see the difference. So here we have the 2 different types of horses that you've got to be real careful about when you order. I think this one is S1 and this one is S2, and the difference being is that this character here, which is the oh actually this is the French guy, he has got the saddle on, and this is the British guy, and he hasn't got the saddle. So this guy is the S2, which goes on the horse with the saddle, and the S1 would go on the one because he's already got his saddle attached to his legs. So that is those 2 guys. Like I say, they're definitely going to end up as command figures or something like that. I haven't 100% decided exactly what they're going to be used for yet. The second thing that I picked up, or third thing I suppose you could say, is I picked up another artillery officer in obviously Guard artillery gear. He's basically going to be the battery officer of the 2 guns that I'm waiting for. And of course, even though it's a Marine auxiliary artillery unit, they didn't actually wear exactly the same uniforms as the Guard artillery. Although I suppose they might be a little bit darker blue, but I'll need to just double check that. I think they're actually just exactly the same. I think they just use the same uniforms. So that another one of those cool officers to lead that battery. Next up, we'll go for the household cavalry unit that I had in from front rank. So here we have this is a Battalion Pack, or yeah, Battalion Pack. And of course you get 12 horses, and of course you get 12 guys. Now I did actually order an extra figure because I didn't want to use the standard bearer that you get in this particular Battalion Pack. However, I made a mistake and I ordered for some bizarre reason, I still don't know how I managed to do it. I ordered a pre 1812 dragoon by mistake. Like I say, I still really don't know how I managed to do it. So that left me 1 figure down. Now I wasn't going to just put a front rank order in just for 1 figure, because of getting charged sort of £4 or £5 postage, and that just wouldn't be worth. That would just be ridiculous to pay that for just 1 figure. Now I have got things to order from front rank in the future, but at that particular time, I hadn't had things planned to order from front rank. I ended up ordering another item from Elite Miniatures. So I thought, well, what am I going to do? I'll probably do start these guys before I actually get round to ordering another unit from front rank. What am I going to do? So basically what I did was I got the standard bearer, who's this chap, and I snapped his arm off, or cut his arm off, and I stuck this is actually a Crucier arm, which you can actually, there's actually, apart from maybe the sword design, there's very little difference between the two. And I thought this guy would make because his uniform is almost exactly the same as an officer. Let me find the officer figure, this is him here. So, uniform wise, these guys are practically exactly the same. The only difference is that the officer's got a slightly thicker epaulette, which I did with plastic putty. So I basically converted this guy into another officer who is going to be my pseudonym commander. So that worked out great. So, you know, I always have a secondary command figure in my unit, so that if I split them into two, then I get a leader in each of the split units. Now, pose-wise, all the rest of these guys are in the same position. So apart from the trumpeter or the bugler, they're all sabres shouldered, and of course the horses are all standing. So it'd be nice to have a unit that's just standing without moving for a change. So I'm quite looking forward to doing those. And of course, when I do finish these guys, I haven't actually decided whether they'll be the first or the second household cavalry, but either way, it'll leave me with just basically one more unit to get, which I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to get, but it's not going to be Warlord, so it's either going to be another front rank or most probably Parries, because I think they have different positions. So that's those. Now finally, we have my second Battalion of Marines. Now, like I say, I'm not 100% sure historically if this is correct. I mean, theoretically, they're such small units that basically the first unit I did would probably be enough to actually encompass both of the battalions. But I really enjoyed doing them, and when I found out that Parries actually do them, you can actually find them right at the very, I think it's literally on the last page of the French, or the second to last page of the French, you come across them. I thought, well, I just can't help myself, I'm going to have to do like a second battalion in the same sort of size, and have them as separates. So within these two boxes here, we have a bunch of, obviously two of them are the same, because I've basically got two units of marching infantry, the marching marines, and they basically come like this. They've actually got shaker covers on as well, so they should be a lot easier to paint. But again, nice different position from the sort of attacking Warlord ones. They are a tiny bit thinner, so it makes me think perhaps these guys are older sculpts, but size-wise they're fine. So I've got basically two boxes of those and one command pack, which will be, of course, again, in all different positions. You get the usual sorts of things that you get in a Parries command. So you get, what have we got here? This is a bugler, and he is in his campaign uniform this time and not in his dress uniform like the Warlord guy. We have the drummer, who again is in a campaign uniform and has obviously got a shaker cover. We have a sergeant, I think this is a sergeant, yes, a sergeant. So again, shaker covered in campaign gear. And the standard. Now I'm actually going to give these guys a eagle as well, because I think they look as if they're separate units. They're not like mixed together. So, and obviously two officers at the end in really cool positions. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing those. I'm not 100% sure when I'm actually going to do them, but I'm quite looking forward to them. And so that is those. Quite looking forward to doing those, like I say. What am I doing next? You can see in the background here, I've started work on my, it's actually only 2 companies I need, in reality, for my 5th Hanoverian Brigade, which was basically the only part of the force that I was lacking. I've basically decided to do a 12-man selection, which will be basically 4 stands. Is it 4 stands? Or yeah, I think so. 4 stands. 1, 2, 3, 4 stands. Yeah, 4 stands with 3 guys each. So yeah, that's what I've started on. I started these actually this morning, so I've actually done all the base colours on them. I was quite happy with how fast they're coming along actually. So yeah, I basically decided to use 95th Rifle guys. They're basically exactly the same, apart from the fact that according to the website, that obviously some of them would probably in reality be wearing flat caps as well. But I'm not a massive fan of those flat caps actually, to tell the truth, so I really don't mind them all being in Shakos. But yeah, so that's those on the way, and that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back I suppose when I finish these guys, and until then, I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.